Hi, today we're going to talk about the different types of solutions for a system of equations. So, what we've been doing so far is graphing two equations and finding where they intersect, and that's the solution, just like what is here. So, we find the two equations, we graph them, and we say, oh, this is where they intersect, so this is the solution. So, maybe that is 2 comma 3, right? Maybe that's 2 comma 3. And 2 comma 3 is the solution. Well, that is an example of one solution where there's just one correct answer and that is the answer, period. Because the two lines cross at one place. But that's not the only type of solution that we're going to get when we are solving systems of equations. Right here is an example of no solution, where we graph both of the lines, but they never intersect. That means they have the same slope, but they have different y values. So they're always going to be parallel, never crossing each other, which means if they never cross, then there's never a point that they intersect. So there's no solution. And then there's a third type of solution, which is called infinitely many solutions. Sometimes I just draw the infinity symbol. It's easier than trying to spell infinitely many solutions. What that means is you've graphed two lines and it ends up being the exact same line. And you think, well, why would you just do that? Well, it could be something like maybe I gave you y equals 2x plus 1 to graph, but I also gave you 2y minus 4x equals 2 to graph. Well, we know then we have to solve this equation. I'm going to add 4x to both sides. So now I have 2y equals 4x plus 2, and now I have to divide by 2 on both sides. So now I have y equals 2x plus 1. And boom, well, it ends up that the second equation is the same as the first. That would be infinitely many solutions. That means when I graph this, that's some line, and then I graphed this, well, every single point is exactly the same, which means every single point on the line is a solution. And because lines go on and on forever in both directions, there's infinitely many solutions. Now, you're not allowed to just choose a point and say, oh, well, then I choose that point and that's the solution. That's not what you do. You can't just choose any point you want. You have to actually state that the solution is infinitely many solutions. So those are the three types of solutions for a system of equation. One solution where there's just one place they cross, no solution where they never cross because they're parallel, and infinitely many solutions because they're really the exact same line.